So in this episode, I'm going to be holding a mic. You might be asking yourself, why? And my answer to that would be, mind your own business. And let's get started with the show. Okay, so Sunday night, just before the week started, I wrote on a sticky note. Just before I went to bed, I wrote on a sticky note, single-minded aim. And I slapped it on the top of my laptop so that when I opened my laptop, the first thing Monday morning, that is the first thing that I saw, single-minded aim. Why would I do that? The main thing was because I wanted this week to be somewhat of an experiment for me. So in the previous episodes, and like the mindset that I had was, look, take your time to do this project, do test shots, do all of this. And then I thought, why not do an experiment? I asked myself, what would happen if I reduced the time that I gave myself to do it by half? So then with that, I came up with a theory, let's call it the fail theory. So this theory is, it's actually really not a theory, it's more of a question. And the question is, what would happen if you failed at a faster rate than what it would take for you to make a successful piece of work? It's basically the argument of quality over quantity or quantity over quality. But I feel like with the mindset that I went into it was, if I increase my quantity of learning would be more. So then I thought with increased quantity would just naturally come increased quality over time. So yeah, with that I basically just tried to shoot everything, the whole all the scenes that I had left to shoot in one day. Okay, I've got my whole team here today, the full team. So game plan is, we've got 6 or 7 scenes to shoot today, and about 3 locations. I think this is actually one of them. Oh no. No, I need a steeper hill than that. But yeah, we have 5 or 6 scenes, 3 locations. We're starting at Lion's Head. We need to get to the top of Lion's Head. So yeah, let's get to the first location and then we move on. We move north from there. Yeah, we made our first location. Don't want to show you too much, but yeah, we're about to shoot one of the scenes. Yeah, it's very hot right now, so yeah, let's go do that. Action. I'm joking. And there we were. I was on a rock at Lion's Head in the middle of the afternoon filming for the project on a Monday, and on the Sunday I never would have thought that I would have been there on that Monday filming everything in one day. And it got me thinking, like, am I holding myself back, like subconsciously, by perfectionism and analysis paralysis and wanting everything to be right and taking time to make everything right instead of just learning as you go? So we made it to our second location. It's the super steep road over here. We're about to shoot some scenes here. Let's get it done. Just filmed, well, the last scene, but we filmed the last scene before the other scenes. So we have a few more scenes left. I think there's about 2 or 3 left. So yeah, we're halfway there. It's getting closer and closer to being done. Let's go. We're off to our last location. Let me just check quickly where we are on the scenes list. So we just have 3 scenes to shoot there. Okay, go on. Let's go. Alrighty. Well done to the team. We just kind of wrapped up now. I just have 2 more shots left to get on my side, but that I'm gonna do at home. I need to clean the shoes before that anyway. So yeah, we basically wrapped up now. We actually managed to shoot everything that we needed to shoot, so well done to us. Let's go. Yo, that's a pretty dog. Okay, so the issue I'm having right now is I have 2 more scenes left. They can both be shot in my room. But the first scene, it's like a mixture of a GoPro scene and like a over the top scene. So it's a POV angle, point of view, but I don't have a GoPro. That's the issue. I think I might have just done a genius move here. So I have my tripod. Got my tripod over here. It's rolled up to about here, and then I attached my gimbal. I attached my gimbal to the tripod, and now it's gonna extend to get an over the top shot like that. I hope this works. Yeah, so none of those worked. I almost tore my tripod to shreds trying to mount the gimbal onto the tripod horizontally. So I think I'm going to have to do the next best thing. I'm going to lift up the tripod as high as I can, because the higher it is, I think the higher it is, the less angled it will be, so it will look a lot more like a top-down shot. So I think, yeah, sometimes you just have to make use of what you got, see what the best thing that you can do. I don't know what I'm saying, I just need to get these shots done because I'm running out of sunlight. So let's do this. Okay, we did what we could with that over the top shot. Now we'll just have one more shot left, then we can call this a wrap. So let's do it. Okay, so we wrapped up. We actually managed to shoot everything today. Well, whatever we had left, managed to shoot that. And honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be able to be done. But that just goes to show maybe you shouldn't always listen to what you tell yourself. Maybe sometimes you don't know exactly what you're capable of if you really push. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take some time to just relax, clear my head, and then I'll come back, dump the footage, and then start the post-production process. So I think so far the experiment is going pretty well. So it's almost 10 o'clock now, so I'm gonna get started on the post-production process. So I need to dump the footage, and then I need to sort through the footage because I recorded for weeks and I recorded for the piece at the same time. So I need to sort out that, and then I need to sort out what footage is for what scene, and then after that's when I'll start putting things into the editing software, start cutting, start doing everything. That's where the real work is going to take place. I don't expect to do too much of the cutting and things tonight. I'll probably just get everything on the timeline so that it can be cut tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm feeling quite tired, but I'm happy that just like this is just my main focus. My main focus right now is finishing this project and then doing another one. And then I was in a weird conundrum. I went against what I said, basically, because I got everything that I needed to do. It was a very long day, and I wanted to keep working to get it done, because I set this deadline for myself that was basically half from the expected deadline. And that's when I kind of realized that there's a very, very fine line between hustling and working extremely hard and overworking yourself. And I kind of noticed that was especially important in post-production work, where most of your concept is made in post-production. Like, as good as your shots can be, if it's not properly edited and the pacing isn't right and things like that, if you get that wrong, the whole piece is messed up. So that was when I decided, let's stop now, because eventually the more you keep working, your marginal rate of return of the work that you do gets lower and lower and lower and lower, and probably eventually gets to negative, where your work gets deteriorated the more work that you do. Okay, so it's the next day. Almost 2 o'clock now. I've been editing this piece for, well, the whole morning basically. I made my first draft. I did the color grading already, which is kind of unusual because I need to kind of change up a bit of the color grading as well. That's normally why you do it last. But yeah, I made like a rough little thing over here. If you guys want to see jokes, I'm not going to show that now. You guys will see it when it's done. But yeah, I'm gonna take a short little break. Well, not a short break, I need a break, just to come back and then see what other work needs to be done after I give it a second and a third look. And then I think we might be able to finish this today or tomorrow, because I do have some other stuff to do, but this will probably be done by tomorrow, at least tomorrow. Oh, okay, so I just finished the second draft now. It's almost 12 o'clock again. It's Tuesday night this time, putting in the late hours of the night. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the fan in the background. It just gets quite hot when you just sit here. I'm starting to call it the cave, going into the cave, coming out of the cave, because when you edit at night, it's literally like you get into a flow, and that's literally the only thing you see, and it's like you're in a cave, and this is your campfire, and you're just staring at your campfire the whole time. That's what it feels like when you edit for long hours and in late hours of the night. But yeah, just finished the second draft. I think I'm feeling confident enough to post it and to put it out there. Yeah, I don't wanna get into like doing too many drafts, because then eventually it's the same issue that you have when you tell yourself that you're gonna take this much time to do it. So yeah, I don't want to delay putting it out there too long, because I'm scared that it's not good enough. I'm just going to see how it looks tomorrow. If I'm okay with it, then I'll put it out, and then time for the next project. And once again, guys, we are back where we started. I just actually posted the video on all my, and then the project was done, just like that, as quick as it came, or as long as it took to plan. It was done again. And I noticed when I was done with it, I looked at what I did, and I looked at the timeline and the color grading nodes that I worked on for the video, and that is when I saw how much I actually learned from doing, instead of consuming so much educational content on YouTube. Because look, there's so much information on YouTube, you can learn anything. But I mean, and that's the amazing thing about YouTube and the internet. But it's all kind of worthless until you actually start acting on it. I thought that when I make this new project, from all the videos that I watched, it was going to be so good. But when you actually do it, whole different thing. Whole different thing. So yeah, and that kind of like solidified my theory of quantity will equal quality. So that was when I was like, okay, the more projects I do, the more I'm going to learn the way I'm learning now, and then more the quality will increase, and quality will increase, and better and better and better. So yeah, and then with that, I posted it on Instagram, posted it on Vimeo and all that stuff. I'll leave the links below, because I can't actually post the video. It has copyrighted music, so I'll leave links below in the description for you to see the full video if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, and then I posted it on all my socials. Got some really good feedback from people, and that is also when I try to not get caught up in who's liking the video, who's commenting on the video, because it's very easy to get stuck in that, constantly like, who's checking my stuff out, who's checking my stuff out, because then it really takes away from the main reason why you do it in the first place, which is to tell a story. Okay guys, so I made like a written treatment thingy for my next project. It's a documentary, so normally instead of having a completely visual treatment for a video project like that, you'd have a written project, so that when you take it to the person that you're proposing it to, they get more of an idea instead of a visual picture. Because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just tailoring this because this is my first time actually going to the guy. Like, he doesn't even know that I'm coming to him. So I'm just gonna try and use my charm that I might have to see if he's willing to do a video documentary piece about him and his work. So I'm acting like I'm super confident about this, but I've never done this ever in my life. So yeah, I'm just gonna act like I know what I'm doing, and then we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go to him now, and then I'm gonna pitch him the whole idea, and then we'll see what happens in the next frame. And then the new project came in. I was actually planning this project like before the Converse project, because it's a documentary piece, and I really enjoy doing documentaries because it's way more real than a concept piece that you make where you fake scenes and things like that. So I was quite excited to do it. I went straight into planning mode, straight into video breakdowns, story breakdowns, and interview questions and B-roll shots, things like that. Got all that done in one day, and then it was time to send it out or go take it to the person that I wanted to make the video for. And yeah, that was I'll call it a positive letdown. Bit of a bummer, guys. So I drove to his place because it's like just a few roads down from my house. So I drove to his place, and the workshop was closed. So yeah, he operates out of his garage, and he has these big gates where all of his stuff is in, and I drove past it now and it was closed. So I'm assuming that he's closed. Well, that's probably the only thing that he can be, but it's 12 o'clock now, so maybe I'll try again at about 2:30. Yeah, I can get his number from somewhere. So if I go again and he's still closed, then I'll have to try that route, or maybe I'll just try one more time, so I can say I tried 3 times. But yeah, first attempt didn't go well. It went as well as it could have gone, given that he's closed. So yeah, the only thing we have to do now is try again, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. We are going to be pulling up again. It's about almost 3 hours later. We are going to be pulling up again to his workshop. We're going to see if he's open now. Almost there. Doesn't look like he's open. No, it's not open. I actually don't even see a car there, so yeah, I'm not too sure if he's even at home. Maybe he's on like a summer holiday thing. But yeah, I think, look, if he's not open at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then I don't know if he's open at all. Maybe he doesn't have any jobs at the moment. So yeah, I think the best plan of action for now is probably to get his number and then talk to him from there, because there's not really a point on doing it if he doesn't. There's no point on actually going into the shop and things if he doesn't have any work that he needs to do at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one. So yeah, went to his place twice, wasn't there both times. So then I thought, okay, I went there in the afternoon and then in the late afternoon, and he was closed both times. So he's definitely not at his workshop. And luckily I was able to get his number. So I sent him a message, and then he said that he's only going to be back in like the shop next week. Yeah, so that was like a stab because I was so excited to do the next project, and then it's like the world telling me, slow down, chill. And then I didn't know what to do anymore because I had all the planning done, everything was done. It was basically just waiting to meet up with him, and then like discussing details and stuff. And then when you hear that you have to wait about a week, yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself for the rest of the day. But then I thought, what, maybe there's a reason why this is happening. And I basically just told myself, we need to find another project then in the meantime. And then I thought of another project, and now I'm working on that project now. So yeah, I'm also trying not to take on too many projects at once, because you can't give all your attention to, you can't split your attention like 5 ways between 5 different things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on this project that I'm working on now, because it's semi easy to execute, and I like the idea. It's very simple, it's very clean. There's not too much planning to do for it besides going out and shooting, which is what I want to do. Yeah, it's Friday night tonight. This is the general wrap up that we do. I hope you guys are enjoying this new structure or video that we're doing. But all in all, I think this week was quite good for me, because I realized that I do sometimes hold myself back in a lot of aspects of my work, where I want things to be so perfect, and then I don't end up, or I take longer to execute. So now I'm definitely going to carry this mindset into next week, where single-minded aim, quantity over quality, or quantity will equal quality. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Thank you guys if you saw the Converse video and you liked it and you shared it and you commented and you gave me some good kind words. And yeah, if you check it out in the link in the description, that will also be good. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up there. I feel like this video is quite long. Yeah, so with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed your week. I hope you enjoy your Sunday, and I hope that you crush the week that's coming tomorrow. I'm gonna come to you guys again. It's gonna be a bit dark because of the lighting and stuff, but I'm gonna come to you guys.